Hello, welcome back to another MT Doctrine, and in this episode, I want to talk about fat shaming. People who do not like fat people. So, this isn't anything new, but this triggered because I talked about this before. I watched the Young Turks, and when you watch videos on YouTube, there's always recommended videos on the side. And there was one particular video that caught my attention that I thought was a Young Turks video. And it was something about why men don't like fat women or something like that. That caught my attention. Let me watch that video. So there's this girl that she's talking, and she has a YouTube channel that is focused on plus size women because she's a plus size. She's curvy size. That's what Adele prefers to be called, that she's curvy. And she does, so this person on YouTube, so she has like this fashion channel, basically showing other women who are plus size, the beautiful fashions that they can wear. It's a very unique, it's a very positive channel that I was like, yeah, that's really good. Go for it, girl. I was very proud of her for doing that. It was a very good message out there. But she talked about different stories. So this particular video that she has, which is on her channel, I think her name is Lacey or something like that. So in her video, she gets all of these rude comments. She get these internet trolls placing very mean comments about her weight. And of course, we have a service called Troll Stoppers, where we actually filter internet troll comments on our channel today. So any mean comments that are made, I don't see them. So she is getting these comments, and she talked about this in a particular video. And one of the examples that she gave was that she was at a Chinese restaurant with a friend. And, so she diets, she exercises, she's been doing that for a long time. She's happily married. And she was talking to a friend, and she said a comment of, I wish I could, eat, food like this more often. And she mentioned, though, that there was a guy next to her. He turned his head, looked at her, and he rolled his eyes. And he said, I can't stand fat people. Or I said, man, I hate fat people. He said something like that. And some other people kind of snickered and laughed. Basically, we're in agreement with that. And that was like something interesting. And it didn't really affect her, but it affected her because she really spent a lot of time talking about this in this video. I understand you're a human being and someone is basically calling you that you're disgusting, you're fat right there in your face. So I want to talk about that a little bit more in terms of giving you my opinion and what really matters at the end of the day when we talk about fat shaming. So the general impression that I have is that people in this country, they think that people who are plus size, which they will call fat or fatty, whatever it is like that, they think that they are gross, that these are people that are unwanted and should not be on the face of the planet. So these opinions or views of people who are plus size of being disgusting and gross, unwanted, that they don't belong here on this planet. That is just another example of an aggressive act that human beings do. Because as human beings, we are aggressive animals, and this is just another example of that. And in terms of the acts of human aggression, we're talking about these people are very judgmental, they are oblivious, and they have misanthropy for a particular group of people. So for one, you're very judgmental because you're basically telling them how they should live their life, what they should eat, what they should do, how they should look. The world doesn't operate from your command. It does not. So people are very judgmental because that's what we do. We think we know what is best. Yes, you should stop eating. You should be this size because I care about you. No, you're judging people. That's what you're doing, okay? But also you are oblivious. You're saying something mean, like that guy that made that comment to her in that restaurant when he rolled his eyes and said, I can't stand fat people. Are you a human being? Because I guarantee you, though, that if you were having lunch with your mother, okay, and if somebody said, I can't stand women, or said something mean about your mom, you will probably care. You will have a reaction to it because that's somebody that you care about. They were so oblivious that you're saying something mean, but you wouldn't like that if it happened to you. I mean, why? But also it is misanthropy. I talked about that we all are identified with many different groups, and those groups make up who we are. And some of these groups that we're a part of is the economic group, whether you're rich, you're poor, you're middle class. Another one is ideology, whether you're liberal, progressive, libertarian, or conservative. That's the big one. That really defines who you are and everything about you. Okay? I talked about another group is race, whether you're black, you're white, you're Asian, and so forth. There's sex, whether you're a man or if you're a female. Religion. So we all identify with all of these type of groups, and we defend those groups. And in this particular case, I'm going to add a new group to my list, and that is body type. There has been a lot of fat shaming for a very, very, very long time. We never identify someone who is plus size as beautiful. We never view that. Maybe it's part of our DNA. I don't think so. I think it's part of our environment with what we see and how that is being communicated. There is so much of a hatred between people of one body type, which I guess they would say, well, I'm normal. And the other body type being, plus size. These are different groups at war or in conflict with each other. It's like the example I gave is that we're like Chinese fighting fish. So you have that one guy, which is one Chinese fighting fish, which has a particular body type, or he represents a body type that is normal, and anyone else who is plus size, that's another fighting fish. And they basically are clashing at each other. And that's what's happening here. There is this hatred that is towards people in one group towards another group, which pertains to the body type. And that is just something that as human beings, we identify with different groups. And if you are in a different group, it's going to be a full-on war. Fat shaming is something that has happened for a very, very long time. It is something that we mock or make fun of in movies. Haha, he's fat, she's fat. It's a joke. Whether it's in television or even on a website that I saw. There's a Facebook page called Iowa State Fair or something like that. And they're making fun of certain people. Like there was a picture of a big, large orange pumpkin, and next to it there was another guy, which was, plus size. And I guess he had like an orange shirt on. There's also these fat shaming kind of commercials that I saw. There was one, something about if you keep eating junk food and unhealthy food, you're going to die young. And there were people talking about that. It's a controversy, it's a conspiracy, that sort of thing. So fat shaming has been something that has been part of our culture in television, in movies, websites, everything for a very long time. And I definitely think that a lot of people, they have those impressions. Now, I gave this example in a different video that I did, but the same example applies here. That when we, as guys, when we are in school and we're in the locker room or at lunch or hanging out with our friends and we're talking about girls, what kind of girls are we talking about? We're talking about the hot girls. the cheerleaders, the perfect hair, big front, nice back, nice hips. Oh, I want to tap that, man. Oof. What I would do to that. That's what guys talk about. Are they talking about Tammy? Are they talking about girls that are of a particular size, of a particular body type? No. This could be in high school. This could be in college. This could be in your professional life. The kind of guys, the kind of girls that we talk about are these other type of body types. And I really think that is something that is always there. That is something that is always there. That is something that everyone always treats as, well, they look more interesting. That isn't gross. That's very attractive. That's very beautiful. But all these fat people, oh no, that's very disgusting. That's not very nice to look at. That's their choice for looking like that. And so that seems to be what the thinking is. But there are some people that are very vocal about it, that they just do not like people of a particular body type. And once again, that is just one of the actions or acts of human aggression, because we are aggressive animals. So here's my personal opinion about the whole fat shaming ordeal and what truly matters at the end of the day. So for me personally, it doesn't impact me. Okay? It has nothing to do with me or the things that concerns me or the things that are important to me. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't impact my family. It doesn't impact the things that I'm doing. Okay? That is someone else's lifestyle, and that's their own choices, or is who they are. It doesn't impact me. So I don't have anything negative to say about it because there's no impact on what's important to me. And what truly matters at the end of the day is that it is everyone's choice. So it could be who they are. Maybe they're born that way. Sorry, we can't be perfect. But yes, a lot of times it is because of our eating habits, of our lifestyle. But that is their choice. You shouldn't be mad about that. It is their choice on what they eat, if they want to exercise, or who they want to be. This has no impact on you. It is their choice on the person that they are or the person that they want to be. Look, here's the bottom line. If you're watching this video and you have an opinion that you don't like fat people, you think they're gross, you think that they're disgusting, is unhealthy, whatever it is like that. Just think about it like this. You're not forced to be with anyone in this country, in the United States. You're not forced. So if you're thinking that you're forced to marry someone who is fat, no, you're not. You can be with anyone who you want to be with. Now, if you are married and you say, well, my wife, she got fat all of a sudden, you can leave her. You can divorce. Go for it. You can do that in this country, by the way. Why not? I mean, divorce is pretty high in this country, so you're just going to be another statistic to that. You're not forced to be with anyone that you don't want to be with. Okay? A lot of arguments that people have is, it's very unhealthy. That's their choice. What does that have to do with you? It doesn't impact you. It is their choice. Yes, but they're going to have very high medical bills. Then that will be their problem. That has nothing to do with you. Why are you getting mad about that? I mean, you have to look at it like that. Does it impact me directly? It does not. And furthermore, you're not the center of the universe. Everyone has their own choices on what they want to be, what they want to do, and where they want to go. You're not involved in any of that process. You do not speak for mankind. So shut up. So the key thing is that it doesn't impact you. And you should treat it that way. That we're all people. Yes, we're not perfect. because we were never designed to be perfect, because as human beings, we are aggressive animals. I'll keep saying that because I'm giving you countless examples that is showing this particular ordeal. And I am done. So thank you for watching this video of the MT Doctrine. Please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time.